should be. First, our speech should not be profane. What does profane mean? Well, the Old Testament understanding of it was, and even today the understanding of it should be, the use of something holy for an unholy purpose. Who can tell me what Exodus 27 is without looking it up in their Bible? Anybody? Shout it out if you know it. Do not profane the name of the Lord. Come on, the Ten Commandments. We all learned these in Sunday school, didn't we? Some translations say, do not misuse the name of the Lord. Some say, do not blaspheme. Do not use the Lord's name in vain. It all means the same thing. The Lord's name is so holy. It is the most holy word in creation. Do not use it wrongly. The Jews believed this so fervently that they would not even write his name down. That's why today we don't actually know how to pronounce God's name. We say Yahweh, but it's our best guess, because they would not write it down. They would just write the consonants and leave out the vowels. They wouldn't speak his name in fear that they might accidentally profane his name. I had a professor in college that took this to heart. He would not even write God. He would just make a theta. If you don't know what a theta is, it's a Greek letter that's the first letter of God, theos. He would just make a theta. That's God. I won't write his name. I don't want to accidentally misuse the name of God. That's the attitude we need to have. But yet, in society today, what is probably the most common profanity used? God's name. Everybody says it. Walk down the street, you'll hear somebody stub their toe and out spills God's name. This extends to other things too, especially in the Old Testament. They talk about not profaning the temple, but for our speech, that has got to be number one. When we're talking, God's name should never be used inappropriately in our speech. This commandment carried the death penalty. Do you understand that? That's how important it was. If you blasphemed God's name, if you profane, you were stoned to death. Imagine if we did that today. There wouldn't be very many people left. The next insight I want to bring out of the Old Testament is our words should not be perverse. Now, the passage I'm using here is probably not the best passage to explain this, but when I was looking through, and I would encourage you all, if you want an understanding of language, read Proverbs. There are so many things in Proverbs that just come out, about how you should speak, what should be coming out of your mouth. If you want an Old Testament understanding, look at Proverbs. But like I said, this probably isn't the best example of why we shouldn't use perverse language, but this one struck me, and I'll explain it once we get there. Proverbs 8, the 8th chapter, 13th verse. To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech. Do you understand what's going on in Proverbs chapter 8? Proverbs chapter 8 is about wisdom. It's wisdom calling to us about how to attain wisdom. This is wisdom speaking. If you go to verse 12, you see it. I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. I possess knowledge and discretion. Wisdom is talking to us, telling us how to attain itself. The first thing is to fear the Lord. We understand that as Christians is not like scary movie fear. It's like an awe-inspired love fear, a respect fear. That is the first part to attaining wisdom.